Well, how many cars are we? 16 cars running, so 4 cars out. Welcome everyone to another F122 Driver Career Mode video. Season 2 officially begins today. No in between like pre-season video. We're jumping straight into the Bahrain Grand Prix, which will be the next season starter. So the opening of season 2. That happens today, but let's see what the powertrain department says. Stated their opinion on whether where we should take our development next. They brought us some good points, but it goes against our recent on-track. Permanently, I don't know. Just go accept, because it just doesn't matter what happens here, because you guys voted very overwhelmingly for me to move, or Heidi to move to Mercedes. So it is contract renewal time here, and of course we know that 2 drivers are retiring. Of course, Bottas and Vettel have left. So yeah, we will see what happens as F1 silly season happens. So according to the vehicle comparison right here on the right, Mercedes is the second fastest car, just ahead of Ferrari. So yeah, let's sign with them. Let's see if they actually want me.
Great.
Okay, they do. We'll go for medium risk offer, just middle of the road, and I think they should accept us surely. Signed. Here we go. Mercedes confirmed. Let's get it. We do have a little extra money in the bank for our perk fund. To be honest, I don't think a claim is too important right now, because we're doing very well in the cars that we're getting. So I'd say engine wear reduction is of highest priority right now, because we don't want the engine to die off too quickly. Alright, so before we jump into the next season, let's take a quick look at Mercedes. So Mercedes are in fact just below Ferrari. So I wonder if that's because the new season has started and everything has shuffled in the performance comparison. But let's take a look at what they protected. So seems like aerodynamics is pretty middle of the road, 11 out of 24. Chassis is about 14 out of 23, so it's a little more developed. 14 out of 22 developed, but we have one element, the crankshaft, that is under threat. So I don't think we'll get that in before next season. And then durability, 14 out of 27, but we're gonna lose a lot of these elements here. Yeah, we're unable to protect a lot of them, so durability is gonna be a little low. So let's see what we sit as we start the new season. Ooh, our claim goes up by quite a bit, up to 14, nearly 15 probably by the end of the Bahrain practice sessions. 7 wins, 2 pole positions, 285 points, more than Lewis Hamilton. So this suggests that George Russell lost his seat and Heidi Lieberman took that spot. So let's continue, see how that has shifted the whole F1 grid. New season's upon us. Let's take a quick look at the performance chart here. Wow, Ferrari have absolutely shafted themselves here. Middle of the field after the regulation changes. Mercedes are just behind Red Bull at this time. McLaren have done well to protect themselves as well, so they're 3rd. Alpine go up to 4th here. Ferrari 5th, and then there's a bit of a gap to the Aston Martin and AlphaTauri cars. And then the Haas, Alfa Romeo, and Williams are the worst cars on the grid right now. So it's going to be pretty much a battle between the back 3, and then an Aston Martin AlphaTauri battle, and then maybe a Ferrari Alpine battle, and then the top 3 fighting it out as well. Let's take a quick look at the driver switches we've got here. So it looks like Leclerc is still at Ferrari, Heidi is at Mercedes, Perez and Verstappen still at Red Bull, Hamilton at Mercedes with us, Russell moves to Alfa Romeo, Sainz still at Ferrari, Norris and Alonso paired up at McLaren as Heidi Lieberman leaves, Ocon at Alpine, we don't know who the second Alpine driver is yet. Magnussen has moved to Aston Martin from Haas, with Lance Stroll still at Aston Martin of course. AlphaTauri have Pierre Gasly and Tsunoda, Albon and Latifi still at Williams, and Zhou Guanyu paired up with Russell, and then Schumacher and Ricciardo are at Haas. Okay, and Dan Ticktum joins the Alpine team. No Piastri yet, and we know that Piastri is in the game, so it would have been likely that Piastri could join, but Dan Ticktum takes that final seat. So It's one fresh face and Daniel Ricciardo returning with Haas, so that's quite a return. Toto Wolff has sent me a email, or rather I should call him Toto Wolff. We are confident that the car will be competitive from the start of the season, so we expect you to be racing near the front of the field. Make sure you work hard at car development so we can maintain our advantage to the chasing pack. Signed, Toto Wolff. So let's go into Bahrain. Let's see how good the car actually performs. We are still second in the performance chart, so let's see if we can live up to expectations. Hopefully we can have a good race. Let's go to Bahrain. And let's see how the season gets off for us. Season 2 begins here. Bahrain Grand Prix qualifying session. The track is of course a very comfortable one for us. We've been here so many times, done so many laps around this place. Now we know this place by heart pretty much, essentially, so hoping for a good result. Yeah, feeling fast. We were about a second faster than everyone else, mainly because the AI was dropped a lot, because the practice programs are extremely difficult to complete on 110 AI, so we dropped that immensely to about 100 AI and we can easily get past it. But we'll see how the pace is here, because we're jumping into 104 AI for qualifying. 102, 104 is usually the limit. Usually for circuits that I'm confident in, I go to 104. Circuits that I'm less confident in and where I know the AI is going to be broken, aka Silverstone, we drop it down to 102 or maybe sometimes 101 just to keep it, you know, balanced. So we'll see how well the car performs. Hamilton and Heidi Lieberman both up in P1, P2 for a while until other cars did their laps. Hamilton didn't do laps on soft, so I'm assuming he is quite rapid in that car. So let's see if we can beat the Red Bulls, the Ferraris, and the McLarens, of course, because McLaren's up there as well. So yeah, we're jumping straight into it. No dilly-dallying. We know the drill. It's the Grand Prix qualifying session. Let's see if we get out. Alright, let's see. What's my first lap looking like? We have 2 green sectors, of course. I don't know if we have any purples. 127.8 is to beat. Alonso sets a 127.8. Ooh, I am slow. 2/10 slower than Max Verstappen, who sits P4. I'm in P6 right now. This is looking better. Another lap done. 3, almost 4 tenths faster than our banker. Ooh, a little slippage out of the final corner there, but 4 tenths improved. Let's go. P2, 9 thousandths slower than Alonso, who says P1. Wow. Wow. Well, that was close, but I think we should be relatively through with relative ease. We should be through to the next round. Well, by the end of the session, Lewis Hamilton takes the top spot here. P1 from him, and Lieberman in P6. Not bad for our first qualifying session in the Mercedes. Latifi, Zhou, Ricciardo, Schumacher, and Stroll are out. Let's move on to the next round. Alright, let's see if we're any competitive on these used softs from Q1. Good rotation out of the final corner there. It's just a banker lap. Let's see, P9, not bad. We are still stuck outside the top 10, which is important. But we'll see. We're stuck in P9. Alright, here we go. Coming across the line now. This is it. Qualifying's over. Nearly a second improved on this lap, which is impressive. I guess my tires were really worn. Let's see if we're out. Let's see if we get out. Let's see, where do we sit? P7. Let's go. I'll take it. Marvelous. Lewis Hamilton P3. Lieberman P7. Not all too shabby. Alonso there. Tsunoda, Albon, Magnus, Sainz, and Ocon are out. Wow, Sainz is out as well. The Ferrari. Didn't expect that, but let's see what happens in Q3. Ooh, let's see our banker lap here. First lap of Q3. How high can I put up our car? Heidi coming across the line here. P6 on used softs, of course, so not the greatest lap, but P6 is respectable for now on used softs. Good exit, good exit. Let's see, 6 tenths improved. Does that get us anywhere higher? I think it should get us higher than P4. Okay. P4 is a decent starting position for our first time in a Mercedes, I think. Wow, I gotta say I'm impressed. McLaren are in the front row here. Norris and Alonso. Hamilton is just ahead of us, and Perez and Verstappen are behind us. So, seems like the McLaren are the fastest cars around here. Red Bull behind the Mercedes. So, we'll see what we can do from P4. I feel confident here, and hopefully we can have a good finish to the race.
No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal, and it's make or break here at round 1 of this year's Formula One World Championship. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities, and it could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Fernando Alonso alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Athena, Sergio Perez and Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Ticktum and Pierre Gasly, Tsunoda, Albon, Kevin Magnussen and Sainz, Ocon, Stroll, Mick Schumacher and Daniel Ricciardo, Joe and Nicholas Latifi. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me today as once again we get another year of Formula One underway.
We're into those tense few minutes before the first race then. Everyone's a little bit nervous about reliability. They haven't been running in the hot, turbulent wake of other cars in practice, and they've not been pushing at 100% for long durations. Let's hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
Alright, here we go. First race of the season. Still repping the McLaren helmet right now, but I will switch that up soon, so don't you worry. Seems like a soft medium or medium soft strategy is available to us. So let's quickly look and see what happens if we decide to switch things up like so. Will be a little faster on the soft to medium strat. Of course, we know that. We saw that earlier. We'll be a little slower on the hards. 4 seconds slower on the hards. Goodness me. Yeah. No, thank you. We'll stick to our guts here. Go for the medium hards. It's best to go long and then finish on the stronger tire. That's what I always felt. So let's stay in the surplus a little bit with fuel. Fuel saving has been difficult. Would 2 laps be too much? Probably. We'll stick to around 2 laps. Let's just start this race. Parking up. Let's go. Let's get it. Park it up. 82 degrees in the front. 87, 86 in the rear. It's not bad. So let's just have a purple parking spot and then we should have a great start. Let's go. Alright, let's get it. It's time to get this race underway. 5 red lights. Season 2 begins here. And we're off. I think Hamilton had a great start. Alonso feeling the pressure here. Oh, Hamilton locks up. Going straight into turn 1. Oh. Hamilton in the lead. I'm gonna pressure Alonso into going on the inside line here. Around the outside. A little deep with my dive there. But we're side by side with Alonso. Around the outside there. It's a Mercedes 1-2. Let's go. We beat the McLarens out the get-go here. Come on, Hamilton. Drag me along. Keep me right in your tail, buddy. Oh! Hamilton off. Hamilton off. Hamilton made a mistake again. Full of mistakes for the start, and he gives me the lead. Hamilton making a lot of mistakes today. Just in lap 1 as well. Alonso and Hamilton side by side. Alright, whew. Considering everyone's on the mediums, I'm assuming they're going on a medium hard strat. So I have the advantage towards the end of the race. Let's see if I can maintain a significant enough gap for the pit stops. Let's see how that plays out. But right now, Lieberman in the lead. Let's see if she can keep it, and if she can extend on the McLarens and Mercedes behind. Oh my god, I heard something behind me. Nope, nothing serious. There was a collision between the AlphaTauri and Williams by the looks of it. Two cars in the pits. Okay, Alonso's behind me by 1.3 seconds, and then there's another like 1.7 second gap to the next car. Ooh, Hamilton again falls behind Norris and Pettis there. What's he doing? A lot of mistakes from him. Oh, Verstappen got Hamilton as well. What's going on there? This is feeling like a solid lap. Let's see if we do get the fastest lap back from Alonso, who's been catching us up. Punch it. I think we're outside DRS range from Alonso. Yes, 129.9. Let's get it. Let's get it. Recharge, and let's keep this gap. I'm expecting the people running hards to pit soon. I don't know. Seems like no one's pitting yet. I'm pitting lap 19, so we still have 9-10 laps left. Oh, Magnussen's out. That's a safety car. That's a safety car. I should probably pit. There are people that are gonna pit this time. What do I do? K-Mag's out. Box this lap.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please. Okay, slow down.
I think it's the wisest thing to do right now.
Too fast. Reduce your pace.
It's the least amount of damage we can do. So we'll do it. We've already tried going long, and sometimes it doesn't work. Where will I release? About 7th apparently, but I think all cars behind me still need a pit. I think there should be a big enough gap for me to comfortably go in and do a pit stop. Let's see. Okay, we're speeding now. I think if we speed now, we'll be able to get into the pits before we are reprimanded for speeding. Here we go, in for hards. Let's go. Let's see. It's an early door. We're first in the pit lane, of course. A little slow from the team, but we've done it. Hards on. Let's see what we've got going for us. I think we should stay P1. They are coming. I think we might be P4. We might be P4 here.
That was our last stop.
Yep, P4. Verstappen, Leclerc, and I don't know who's ahead of them. There's an Alpine ahead. Now the question is, will that Alpine still pit? Because it looks like Verstappen and Leclerc haven't pit yet. Dan ticked him on the mediums as well. Okay, so we are essentially in P1. We've maintained P1. That's good. Exactly what we needed. Good execution. Alright, safety car's in. Tires are a little on the colder side, but I think we'll be able to heat them up with relative ease. Oh my god, is Leclerc going? Let's go, let's go! There's a bit of a gap between the front three, but we know the front three will be pitting, so I don't mind too much. Oh my god. I think the cold tires made me skid more than I wanted to, but we got Leclerc. Got the dive in. Thank you very much.
We're catching the car ahead. Well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
Okay, Verstappen and Tictum. Of course, they're on old mediums. That's why they're braking so early. And they're struggling for grip on those tires. Surely they're going to pit this lap or the next. Or they are doing the medium to soft strategy that we were originally on.
Okay, we've got plenty of energy. Use the overtake.
Let's go,
button.
let's go.
Come on, you can do this.
Tires are heated up. Thank you very much. Come on. Let's get Verstappen. Oh, that was a good turn. Catching up immensely there. Let's use a bit of ERS just to get close to Verstappen. No, both of them are pitting. There we go. They just screwed their race. They're now back at the grid essentially. I just set the fastest sector 3, thank you very much. Perez in P2, Alonso P3. Let's see how this evolves.
It looks like we might have an issue.
No.
Hang in there. We're attempting to manage it.
Don't do this to me, man. First race for Mercedes and this? Really? I've been pulling a gap on Norris as well. Heidi Lieberman is unstoppable here today. Unbelievable how the cars are struggling on the hards.
Okay, it's not good news, I'm afraid. Seems like an engine issue.
Okay, but I'm continuing, I think. I think the engine's just a little jaded, but we should be fine. Okay, we can continue. Good. What kind of engine issue? I think there's a lack of power. I think I'm running on like 30% less power than other people. Let's see if I get caught up by Norris then.
Okay,
Ah, no.
which has resulted in lots of loose debris on the
Leclerc,
track.
Dan
Safety car
Ticktum,
is
2 cars out. Safety car deployed. Let's not pit, actually. I was thinking of pitting, but staying out is the option right now, I think. We still have some fresh hards on. See out the rest of the Grand Prix. I was building a comfortable gap as well. Unlucky. Alright, we are the leader. We are the
Okay,
leader.
we're coming up to the safety
Wonder what happened to Leclerc and Tictum. They got totally destroyed.
Okay, Lewis
Teammates in the
for his stop.
pits. Lewis Hamilton is probably dead last now. He may have some wing damage, I guess. Maybe he collided as well. But yeah, he's dead last. Lewis Hamilton dead last. What is my teammate doing? I don't know. Alright, safety car's in. Safety car is coming into the pits. I've heated my tires relatively well. Alright, I'm going. Oh god. Let's go.
Green flag.
Alright. Immediately off the get-go. Thank you very much. Let's just run. Whew. Alright, let's just see out this race. We got the momentum. Uh-oh, yellow flag. Yellow flag behind us. All of a sudden, there's a yellow flag. What is that about? Sector 1, turn 1, I think. Schumacher's out.
Information on Schumacher. They're retiring from the race.
Okay, Schumacher's out for some reason. I think he may have crashed out. Insane start to the season already. So many teams with cars out of the race. And a lot of money needed to fix those repairs, man. Well, how many cars are we? 16 cars running, so 4 cars out. My teammate's at the back of the grid or is building his way up. But Heidi Lieberman on absolute fire. The AI's been struggling on the hards. It's been interesting. Oh, fastest lap on the hards. Interesting. Just set the fastest lap on hard tires with the ERS, of course. Really deployed ERS throughout the whole lap. We need to charge up now. But thank you very much. Oh, Lance Stroll's out. Lance Stroll out. Is that a crash? Apparently there's debris on track. Must have been a crash of some kind. Lance Stroll's out. Down to 15 cars running now. My teammate's still dead last, I think, or at least maybe like in the back end. Dang it, I wanted Lewis Hamilton to be on the podium with me, or alongside Heidi Lieberman. But it isn't meant to be. A lot of AI drivers struggling on the hards, more than I thought would be expected. If there were no safety cars, I think I would have rinsed through everyone on the softs. God darn it, Lewis Hamilton just stole my fastest lap. Dude, you're not even gonna score any points. You're outside the points. You just stole a valuable point for the teams. Team constructors. Absolute idiot. Drop Lewis Hamilton, man. He hates playing the team game. I guess he was too used to being fed points and the team prioritizing him. And then all of a sudden, Heidi Lieberman comes about. I see it's the last lap here and it's a purple and green sector. Can I get a good sector 3 in? And reclaim the fastest lap here? Come on. Please tell me this is good enough. Oh, did I get the fastest lap? I don't know, but that's a victory and a half.
Absolutely fantastic. That is a brilliant, brilliant result. Well done.
Smiling faces on the pit wall then after that superb win here at Sakir. And rightly so, a brilliant effort from the whole team. So, Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
A reliable car, that was the most important factor here. This was a real battle of attrition, and you could tell those at the front were trying to find a balance between running their outright pace and taking care of the car to reach the end.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners.
I guess we didn't get the fastest lap. We tried, but a 129.288 is the fastest we could have done in that Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton had a 129.177. Unlucky, mate. If I had a little bit of a softer compound or maybe a fresher tires, I could have done it. But valiant effort. Heidi Lieberman is a natural-born winner, and she wins another Grand Prix. So P1 by the end of that session. Norris and Perez on the podium alongside her. Russell, Alonso, Ocon, Latifi, Tsunoda, Zhou, and Verstappen in the top 10 points, with Verstappen having a 5-second time penalty. Sainz, Hamilton with the fastest lap, just destroys the team's chances of getting an additional point. Gasly, Albon, Ricciardo, Stroll, Ricciardo round out the finishers with Stroll, Schumacher, Ticktum, Leclerc, and Magnussen not finishing the race. 15 cars are out after today's Grand Prix. So nothing much should change in the driver standings. It's literally the rundown from the Grand Prix itself, since it is day 1 of the season. And constructor standings wise, Heidi Lieberman carries the team on her own to P2 at this time, 3 points behind McLaren. McLaren of course had 2 drivers in the points. Red Bull behind us by 9 points as well. Aston Martin, Ferrari, and Haas are the only teams not scoring any points as they have poor weekends. But yeah, that is it for today. What a season opener. A lot of crashes, chaos, and safety cars, but we persevered and came out on top. The AI struggled on the hard tires, so we'll see if that'll be the case next time in Saudi Arabia as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe using the red button down below, and hit the notification bell as well. Thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you so much for your support. Take care, guys. See you in the next video.